Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to What's the Damage, the segment on this channel where I can unleash all of my inner rage and anger and sadness and sorrow, talk about things that make me feel depressed as a human being. And it's been a good minute, so I kind of forgot my intro, probably butchered it a little bit, but that's what this is all about. It's gonna make me so pissed off when I go to edit this thing and see that there's no consistency. By the way, there is a goddamn rooster cawing in the background because I live in the interior of Sao Paulo and that's how it is. There are freaking chickens, you know, the chickening, you know, they're doing their, what's the verb? They cluck, you know, and the rooster is doing the rooster thing. It's annoying as hell, but my neighbors apparently have a freaking farm. But anyway, guys, so today I'm going to be getting into a topic that is kind of, sort of indirectly related to what's been going on my channel lately, you know. I'm going to be talking about the art of boycotting, if it can even be considered an art, because if you do it right, it does turn you into an artist, a very annoying artist, but it still gets the job done across, you know. By the way, I have something to announce you. You guys might have noticed, well, you definitely noticed that my uploads have been a little inconsistent lately. I think it's been almost a week since I've uploaded a new video. It's because I have been going through a very, very interesting process where I have acquired a new cell phone. You know, I have it's the same phone case as before. Can you guys see it? Ha, it's so freaking cute. I got another Samsung A20, you know, which is what I always use to record my gameplays here on this channel. But my old one broke. In case you missed that video, I explained that, you know. And I managed to, I had a Samsung A24 and I managed to acquire another A20, which I'm going to talk about completely in another video. This isn't about that, but I will address it, you know. But basically, it means that I can finally go back to recording gameplays the way that I always did before, you know, while taking some precautions to make sure this phone doesn't break like the other one did, or at least that's what I'm hoping for. But anyway, so let's get into today's topic, right? There is something going on right now in my country. I live in Brazil, where there is this massive boycotting of this one particular product that this YouTuber is endorsing. But he's not a very popular fellow here, you know. He's actually, although having tens of millions of subscribers and getting millions of views on his videos, he is actually kind of, let's say, politically unpopular, because despite being a public figure whose only purpose is to entertain people with his videos on his channel, for some reason he wants to run for president or something. You know, he's like a political campaignist. He's always doing, you know, these smear campaigns against the political figures that he doesn't like, whether it's the president or governors or senators or mayors, you know, which I think is wrong, but I'm gonna get to that later. But he recently endorsed this product, you know, this chocolate. I don't want to name drop anything. I don't want to say his name or the brands, you know. I want this to be as transparent as possible, so only if you know what's happening you're going to understand it. But he is endorsing a very, you know, a very popular brand of chocolate here right now, which has been on the market for many years. But because he is so, you know, controversial in his approach to other topics like politics, it is leading to this massive boycotting of that chocolate that he endorsed. Nobody is buying or eating that chocolate anymore, so they can go against him, so they can sort of, you know, kind of make the message clear that he sucks, right? And hey, while I do understand why people are doing it, I personally think it's really, very stupid. Now hold on, I already know what you're probably thinking. Why are you against boycotting if that's literally what you've been doing on your channel lately by not recording videos just because you don't have the proper equipment like the microphone? Okay, that's fair, but it's not that I've been boycotting YouTube, you know. I did have the intention of coming back, you know, which if this, you know, microphone works the way that I want to, I'm gonna hit the ground running again, but that's not the point. The point is that when you boycott something, you're sending a message to that person or that brand or that company or that cause, whatever, that you're not interested. But if you actually stop to think about it, at least in my opinion, boycotting in general is a lack of maturity. Because if you don't particularly like something, or if you want to defend a cause that you're for or against, and you want to boycott something else to get the point across, that's fine. It just depends on how you do it. Like, it's really stupid because, like, a lot of people liked this chocolate, you know, going back to the example of the YouTuber. It was a very popular and beloved brand of chocolate, you know. I actually like the taste of it. I still continue to eat it, and, you know, I think it's weird how even if you like a specific product, you're going to stop purchasing it, you're going to stop associating yourself with it in public, you know. just because a public figure that you don't like decided to endorse it, you know? It doesn't make any sense at all, man, because you are depriving yourself of something that you actually enjoy just for the sake of showing that you disapprove of a public figure's message or something, you know, or their way of life. There's actually another really good example, which was J.K. Rowling, you know, the author of the Harry Potter books, who came out with some controversial comments about the transgender community, and then all of a sudden, so many self-proclaimed Harry Potter fanatics stopped buying her things, you know. They stopped purchasing Harry Potter products, you know, whether it's mugs or clothes, you know, or other kinds of merchandise, you know. I have a cousin who did this, and it's just so stupid. I'm not calling him out specifically for being stupid, but I'm saying that the act of doing it is really stupid, you know, because you're supposedly a huge fan of Harry Potter, the books or the movies or the games or whatever, but you're going to completely cut off your association and apparently stop feeling love for that just because the creator said something that you don't agree with, you know? I mean, honestly, in my opinion, J.K. Rowling is entitled to her own opinion. It's not like she's against the transgender community per se. She just doesn't approve of their lifestyle, you know? She feels uncomfortable with the idea of somebody switching sexes, you know? At least that's what I thought. Maybe I'm misinformed, you know? But the problem with you getting that information from the transgender community specifically is that they're always going to paint her in a bad light, you know? If you interpret that situation as her just having her own viewpoint and giving her opinion and everybody getting butthurt and easily offended over it, then it becomes a whole different situation. Same thing with this YouTuber and the chocolate controversy here in Brazil, right? I mean, if he himself is a pretty good content creator. I used to be a fan of his videos a few years ago. I stopped watching, not because of his controversial lifestyle outside of YouTube, but because his videos started sucking, you know? Occasionally I'll go back and watch the old ones, you know, because they're fun to see, and they actually give me a lot of inspiration to do my own videos here on my channel. So, I mean, it's just really dumb. You know, like, and also I actually like the chocolate that he endorses, and I'm going to keep buying them if I want to eat. Like, if I feel like eating that particular chocolate, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to eat it. And if somebody gives me a hard time about it, they can go screw themselves, because it's just chocolate, you know? It's not like you not buying it or buying it is going to make a goddamn difference, man. Like, if everybody wants to boycott this thing, okay, fine, whatever. Everybody has the right to do what they want to, just like me. So I don't feel the need to boycott something just because somebody that I don't like is associated with it. If I like the chocolate, or if I like any other kind of food, or if I like this kind of thing, the merch, the experience, the place, I'm going to keep going, because that's how life is, man. Life is way too short for you to do things that you think is going to please the masses or displease someone who you don't like, man. Stop being a bunch of immature children. Everything that I'm saying in this video here sort of indirectly ties back to this one that's called Generation Butthurt, if I'm not mistaken, that I did, you know, quite some time ago, where I basically talked about how this entire generation, you know, Gen Z, I think it's called, is just so overly sensitive with everything. It's like people get offended because they want to, not because they actually are, you know? Like, anything that you say can be taken out of context to become offensive, you know, and politically incorrect and whatever, a full you know, just because somebody wants it to be. That's literally how it works, and I think that's what's happening here right now in Brazil. Granted, it's not just in Brazil, you know. Brazilians are very immature with this kind of thing, you know. This isn't the first example that I've seen of it, and I'm sure other people in the world are too. I'm absolutely positive that this happens in North America and parts of Europe, you know, but I live here. I live in Brazil, so I can only comment about things that happen here because I'm actually seeing them happen, you know. I have much more of a right to give my opinion about what's happening here than in another country where I don't live right now. So that's what I'm addressing. Now, I know that it's not every single person in this country that's like this, but god damn it, I haven't seen a single person so far that thinks the way that I do. Like, just doesn't really give a crap, you know. I just want to meet at least one other person who's just as IDGAF as I am, you know, who doesn't really give a crap and does what they want, right? Because, you know, there is a lot of political turmoil in this country right now, a lot of corruption, you know, so many people are against the current president, you know, and it's like, it's really complicated to take any stance today without somebody attacking you for it. It's the same thing with this YouTuber and the endorsement of the chocolate. There are people who I have seen particularly who are so against it that they will actively attack people who think the other way, you know. Granted, it might just be out of memes, you know, because if there's one thing Brazilians love to do, it's to make jokes about things that are serious, you know. I guess that lightens the blow or something, as they say. So, and it's funny how I say they as if I'm not Brazilian myself, you know. It's just, I can't bring myself to use the word we because I don't feel Brazilian whenever this kind of nonsense happens. But still, you know, I have a very bad fame on this channel, you know, of a Brazilian bashing my own people, and that is, it has lessened a lot over the years, but right now I really gotta take a stance and just say that it's complicated. There's a lot of immaturity happening right now, you know, and it's really weird when you boycott something that it's almost like, okay, well, what if this YouTuber starts to endorse McDonald's or Burger King or whatever, you know? All of a sudden, a lot of citizens here in Brazil are going to stop eating there at these two very popular restaurants that generate millions of reais every year and everybody loves. All of a sudden, everybody's gonna boycott these two fast food chains just because a YouTuber that they don't like endorses it. And it all comes back to politicalness, you know. Sometimes the YouTuber is against one political figure, then he goes against the other one, then he goes, basically everything comes down to politics. I have never in my life talked about politics on this channel, and I never will, you know, because that is one thing, that is one controversy that I do not want to bring in here, you know. This is a place to entertain you guys most of the time, occasionally talk about my personal life or give some, you know, just vent out some feelings or talk about something that's bothering me, but the vast majority of my content here is just to entertain and inform, so I don't want to bring about any controversy, even though this video will probably do that. But still, if you feel the need to boycott things, you know, just do it in a mature way. You don't have to go out of your way to announce to the world that you are against this product. Just, if you're against something, just be against it quietly, okay? If you want to boycott something and not buy a product for any personal reason, just don't buy it, okay? Don't consume it, you know, don't associate yourself with it. You don't have to announce to the world that you're against this product or with this product, you know? Just, if you really want to make a difference in the world, the best way to do that is discreetly, you know? Some of the most important people in the world help others without really announcing it, you know? And it's just, I don't know, man. At least that's what I would do, you know? That's what I would do. You know, if I had millions of dollars to throw around, I would definitely donate to charities and help other people in need, but I wouldn't announce it, you know? It's like, hey, look at me, I'm helping, I'm making a difference, I'm doing this and that, I'm against that thing that everybody else is against, or I'm with this that everybody else is with, you know. Just the world is divided enough as it is right now, okay? So that's what I think about boycotting in general. This video got a little bit too long. I thought it was going to be a bit shorter, but it's been a while now since I've recorded a vlog, so I guess maybe my personality is coming out a little bit stronger now, but still, that's it, guys. I think that's all I can say for now. I can already anticipate all of my fellow Brazilian countrymen coming with the hate here, you know, but that's life, man. That's life. I mean, if all YouTubers were loved, then we would be Mr. Beast. And even he gets some negative comments every now and again. But anyway, let me know what you thought about this video. If you want to drop a comment, let me know what you think about this. If you are for boycotting things or against it, you know, or this and that, just let me know, because I'm really curious to hear from you guys. And if you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel, because I release videos every single day. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell too, so you can know exactly what time I upload. And it's all good. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen. Don't boycott it, roll it.